Hi, it's Natalie Peconic here from Kazaz. Today I've got a great video showing the use of oxides on gloss cardstock and creating a splatter background. This is part one of two videos, and the second video is going to show you how to do the dream catcher and the feathers. Today we're working on glossy cardstock. It is available from my web store and it's a great medium to work on. What we're going to do is we're going to add the Oxide inks over the glossy cardstock, blending like we normally would on normal paper. You'll find a slight difference in that they sort of slide on a little bit more on the glossy and they mix just a little bit different to normal cardstock. I tend to go backwards and forwards a little bit more. Adding colours, you'll see I go over the same areas a little bit because it really needs to layer and have a little bit of drying in between each. And when it dries, it tends to go to a really matte finish. But we are going to use the micro glaze today, and you'll find that when you put that over the top of our glossy cardstock, it absolutely pops. And I just absolutely love the effect that you get. I did pop up on the screen the ink colours, aged mahogany, fired brick, spice marmalade and fossilised amber. These colours really work well and they work great for sunsets and all sorts of other things as well. We are getting all of this distress colours coming out in oxides real soon. So I know many of you out there will be putting together your collection. It's just amazing to be able to use these new inks. With the initial blending finish, we're going to work on to using the splatter brush. This brush is so cool and I have had so much fun playing with it since it got in my little hands a couple of weeks ago. It makes splattering so easy. What I have done is I've just squeezed a little bit of the ink pads onto my blending mat, added a little bit of water, then just holding the bristles, pull back and flick. It is that easy, and you can see how absolutely cool those little splattering bits are. We used to use a paintbrush and you'd end up with paint, you know, if you were lucky it wasn't on your face. So it's really nice to have something that is so easy to use. You can see there when I've heated it how dull that is actually looking. And as I said before, we're going to use that Distress Glaze and you'll see a real difference to that. I'm going back in just with a lighter colour and putting some lighter splatter on as well. And again, just pulling those bristles back and flicking. This brush has just hit my web store now. So I think it might be currently $12.95. So it's a pretty small amount to invest in a tool that makes life so much easier. Now, after just giving it one final heat, I'm going to use the micro glaze. You can see I actually keep my blending foam in the top of the micro glaze. It makes it easier to just grab it and use it when I need it. I'm adding the micro glaze to just half of the background so that you can see the difference between both sides. And just sliding over it, you really only need a tiny little amount of microglaze on your blending tool. And there you go. How amazing is that? Look at the difference between the two sides. One just pops with colour and the other one's really dull. And that is just the absolute amazing thing about using the microglaze oxides on gloss cardstock. It's amazing. Popping that blending tool back into the top, and that will be there for next time I want to use it. Thank you so much for watching this today. As I said, part two will show you how I've done the dream catchers and the feathers, the beautiful feathers that I've got on the card. So I hope that I will see you again soon. And part two, you can hit the subscribe button. If there's anything that you've seen today that you would like to buy, pop on over to my web store and you can get it there. Thanks for watching. Bye.